Hey y'all, today we're going to be cleaning my laundry room with the star of the show being my washing machine. We're going to have some very satisfying before and after pictures, so make sure you watch all the way to the end to see those. If you're going to be cleaning with me, go ahead and grab your cleaning rag, or you can go grab some cookies and sit on the couch and just relax for the next 20 minutes. Personally, I like to do both when I watch this kind of content, obviously not at the same time, but one or the other. Anyway, no judgment here, you do you. So here we are looking at the inside of the washing machine and how absolutely disgusting this is. You can see in these little containers here, this one's the fabric softener one, by far the most disgusting part of this entire clean. But even this bin down below is pretty gross. I actually don't use any liquid detergent anymore. I use the pods because I'm lazy and the liquid detergent was kind of dripping down and messing up my dryer and messing up the wire rack above the dryer. But those were pretty disgusting. I don't know if those have been cleaned since I moved into the house because I'm more of a visual, uncluttered, tidy cleaner rather than a deep cleaner per se. Obviously, I would prefer everything to be super clean, but it's really the visual clutter that bothers me more. So here I have a basket that I've gotten off this top shelf and I am dusting everything. This is our I feel like crap basket that has our heating pad and some hot water bottles, and it also had, I think, like a blood pressure cuff in there too. Now I'm taking down all of these games that we don't use right now because that's not the season of life that we're in. Once our kids understand how to play card games, we'll probably bring these out more. But everything on this top shelf was so incredibly dusty because it's just sitting up there and sucking up all the lint that the dryer is putting out. And I am standing up on a chair here, so that is why I'm incredibly awkwardly bending over and trying not to rack my head on the door jamb every single time I do that. All right, what's up here? Here's a puzzle. And I remember I was going to take that into work because I've already done it. And I'm not someone who does puzzles multiple times. Another random puzzle, but this one's never been opened. It's still in the shrink wrap. You could see dust just flying off that thing. This is me looking at it like, where did we even get this? Some more board games that we don't play anymore. And I promise that was not me wiping snot on my arm. I just sneezed and then rubbed the top of my nose because it was itchy. All right, and then there's this random stuff up here. Confusion on my face here. What is this? Something with electrical plans on it. Just something that we don't own anymore. All right, and y'all, I don't know if I continue to bump the tripod throughout this. I did notice the video get shaky, or if I'm just like being elephant footed and just stomping near the tripod and being close enough where it just is absolutely shaking the snot out of it. So apologies for the bumpiness every so often here. All right, now we're down to this lower shelf so I can stand on the ground again. And these are delicates bags that are kind of getting a little rough. I keep sewing them back up, but I'm just too lazy and too cheap to go and buy new ones at this point. So I will continue to sew up any holes in these. And that's my little sewing kit. We will need that later. That's the washing machine cleaner that's going to clean inside of the washing machine drum. Is it called a drum in a washing machine? I think it is for dryers. These hangers keep attacking me, you guys. All right, and this random mystery spray that I'm using, it's just water and vinegar mixed together. Usually I would use a like a kind of window cleaner for the washing machine and the dryer, but I was running low on glass cleaner and I had vinegar and running water, so I decided to use those. And let's dust this guy off to make sure he's nice and non-linty. And I'm showing you this because I realized, oh no, I've missed a Kleenex or tissue, whatever you want to call it. That load in the dryer was my husband's clothes, and I must have been less than diligent in going through his pockets this time. And something that I was absolutely not able to get off is those marks on the left there where it looks like detergent dripped down, because that's what happened. The detergent has been gone for a long time, and I have cleaned this since then, but I can't seem to find a cleaner to get those stains off. And I'm like, maybe if I stain it or spray it directly on there, maybe that will help, but it didn't. And this is me trying to get the corners of where the lint trap goes back in clean, only to realize that, oh, that's wear marks. That's not actually a stain. I'm not going to be able to make those better, not without repainting it. And you can see in that corner there, near the dryer logo, that's where some detergent did drip down, and it actually ate through the paint, which I didn't realize would happen. So at some point I'll probably repaint the top of this dryer. And let's clean this off a little bit more before we put it back. Now, something I didn't realize at this point was, now that we're over to cleaning the washing machine is so dirty, and I use the dryer to put stuff on top while I'm cleaning the various parts of this washing machine, and it gets the top of the dryer dirty, so I should have done the washing machine first. I apologize for any awkward views of my back here. There is a lot of my back in this portion of the video. I probably should have tried to put the camera on top of the dryer or something to get a better angle here, but this is what you get. It also doesn't help that I'm very right-hand dominant, so when I'm trying to clean, it's usually going to be with the hand that is closest to the camera. All right, and look at how dirty that glass is. You can't even read the controls. But that's okay, we make it better. It's me realizing these two pieces come off and they're super dirty. This one's a little bit stuck. There we go. So I was cleaning the glass, and now I've just gotten totally distracted. But that's okay, this part needs to be cleaned too. Most of what's on this part of the washing machine is I'll have the top up, well, obviously while I'm loading it, because how else would you load a washing machine? Anyway, with the top up, I will be spraying stain remover, usually on my kids' clothes, or we use cloth napkins, so a lot of times those need to be sprayed with stain remover. And it's just the overspray from that stain remover kind of making it a little gunky. And these have a little bit of rust on them. They get pretty clean, but the rust on the metal parts, I don't get too much of that off, partially because I was afraid of chipping off parts of the washing machine, and partially because I didn't have any CLR or anything like that that's better suited to getting rust off of things. Also, I do these cleans on my lunch break, so I am on limited time. So it's just kind of get it as clean as I can in the amount of time that I have here. Not going for perfection. Now I remember that I was cleaning the glass before. I was a little bit disappointed that all the lights on the control part of the washing machine timed out right as I was getting to it, because you could see so clearly through this glass, and you would have been able to see that transformation by being able to see the lights through it in a much less blurry way. But that's okay. We've got before and after pictures later where it's obvious. And this is me struggling trying to get these pieces out, thinking, do these pieces come out? How do these fit in here? But this corner was the most disgusting thing. This is where you're supposed to put in fabric softener. I guess liquid fabric softener. That's something that I've never used in my life. I'm actually pushing on this so hard, I'm actually going to accidentally pop it out of its little place. And he's just folding this rag over because I'm like, ew, I don't want to touch this nasty soap scummy, whatever this is. Yeah, and that's where I've accidentally popped it out because I was pushing down too hard. You're trying to figure out, does it come all the way out? Nope, Sarah, there's a hose attached to this. Oh, so do you think this works? And I did get it popped back in there so that I don't, permanently break my washing machine. And this is me trying to dust bust some of the stuff that's just getting under the lid where I can't reach. And there's just all kinds of nastiness falling into the washer drum that I don't want to leave in there. Yuck. Originally, I did speed this part up more because I know it takes me forever to try to clean this. But I decided to let you guys suffer through this with me. All right, I think I'm at my point where I'm like, yep, that's good enough for me. Oh, no, never mind. I was being anal, and I was like, I'm going to get a toothbrush. This is just a toothbrush that I keep under my kitchen sink for cleaning various things. I think I was pretty frustrated at this point that not all of this was coming off, but it's like, you know what? It's lived there for however many years now. Probably not going to come off in one cleaning, especially not just using vinegar. I did have bleach, but I didn't want to use bleach in my washing machine because I needed to do laundry later this day too. I didn't want to have to run like 5 loads to not be afraid that I would be bleaching my clothes by putting it in a weird part of the dryer, or not the dryer, the washer. I think at that point I was just like, let me just go wash this in the sink. That's going to be 1,000 times easier. So I disappeared and cut that part out. There's the other one, but it's not nearly as nasty. This is the side where you would normally put the bleach in. And again, I get distracted. Start cleaning something else. Now, having done the other side at this point, I realized that the little bin that you're supposed to pour the bleach in is actually not even popped up into the spot where it's supposed to be. It's just kind of chilling somewhere between the washing machine drum or whatever it's called, canister. I don't know. Just me getting distracted again. Can't leave this corner alone. This is where you get a glimpse into my life of how fixated I can get on certain things not being done up to the standard that I want them to be done. But here's me trying to pop that little container back into the spot where it's actually supposed to be. So my washing machine has been running with this not in the correct spot for years. But like I said, I don't actually use any of these. All right, I decided I need another rag because these other rags are so disgusting at this point. Be trying to strong arm this container out and it just is not budging. So if you're meh, it doesn't look that dirty anyway. This washing machine did convey with the house when I bought the house. So that's why I'm saying stuff like, who knows how long this has been here? Because it was the previous owners. I was very thankful that the washer and the dryer conveyed with the house, as well as the fridge. All right, just wiping things off 5,000 more times here. And we'll just put these parts back on. And this is me pointing to, there's a light on there that says washing machine cleaning reminder or something like that. So this is just a little washing machine tablet that I use. I think it's scheduled to come on like once a month, but my washing machine actually does have a cycle that you just turn it to, and it knows it's washing it with one of those tablets in there. All right, let's get the fronts of these clean. And vacuum up all the nastiness. Well, not vacuum, dust bust. And y'all are in the way, so let me move you back. Probably would have been quicker if I had actually pulled out my vacuum to do, but it was just a small spot. Me re-cleaning the top of the dryer because it got gross. Yeah, we're done. Here I am putting back the things that belong in here. And this is our final walkthrough. We have this shelf, it's all organized now. I threw out the empty detergent bottle. All of this has been dusted and restacked. Got my laundry basket back where it likes to live, and my drying rack. And you can actually see my reflection in the knob there. It's so clean. Look at that, this part's pristine. Well done, me. And y'all, trying to get these angles so that you can see how much cleaner it is was a little bit difficult. So apologies if you're like, I don't really see anything. I did take some still pictures where it's a little bit easier to see. And under here is all clean now. No more weird smelling nastiness because I was too lazy to clean these parts before. Beautiful. And now we have our before and after pictures. Dirty, dirty, nasty. Beautiful. Again, yuck. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you have watched this far, I hope these pictures are uber satisfying. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I am trying to grow this channel, and I would appreciate that from y'all. Thanks. Have a good one.